The rain fell differently that night. Not the gentle drizzle that softened city lights, but a determined downpour that turned the streets of Beijing into mirrors of broken neon. Wang Yibo stood under the awning of an old theater, helmet tucked under his arm, water dripping from the edge of his leather jacket. He wasn't supposed to be there. He had followed instinct instead of schedule, silence instead of noise, and somehow ended up standing in front of a place that smelled of dust, memories, and unfinished dreams. Inside the theater, a single light burned. On the stage, someone was practicing. Wang Yibo pushed the door open slowly. The creak echoed louder than he expected. The figure on stage froze, then turned. Xiao Zhan. For a moment, neither of them spoke. The air between them felt heavy, charged with something unspoken, like a memory that hadn't happened yet but already felt familiar. Xiao Zhan was dressed simply, white shirt, black pants, sleeves rolled up, script pages scattered across the stage floor. Sweat clung to his collarbone, his breathing steady but intense, like he had been rehearsing the same scene over and over again, searching for something deeper. "You're not supposed to be here," Xiao Zhan said, voice calm but surprised. Wang Yibo tilted his head slightly, eyes sharp and unreadable. "Neither are you." That was how it began. Not with a handshake, or a smile, or a dramatic moment the cameras could capture, but with rain, silence, and a shared sense of being out of place. They were cast together days later. The project was risky. A story about loyalty, sacrifice, and a bond that defied logic and expectation. The director warned them it would be demanding, emotionally, mentally, physically. Many actors had turned it down. Too intense, too close, too real. Xiao Zhan accepted after reading the script once. Wang Yibo didn't even finish it before saying yes. Their first official meeting was awkward in a quiet way. Cameras hovered nearby, staff whispered, assistants adjusted collars and microphones. Smiles were exchanged, polite words spoken. But underneath it all, something shifted every time their eyes met. During rehearsals, the director stopped them constantly. "No," he said, frustrated but intrigued. "You're acting like strangers." "We are strangers," someone joked. The director shook his head. "No, you're not. And that's the problem. You're holding back." So they were sent away. "No cameras," the director ordered. "No staff. Spend time together. Figure it out." They ended up riding motorcycles through empty highways at dawn, the city still asleep, the sky painted in shades of blue and gold. Wind roared in their ears, words unnecessary. At a quiet roadside stop, they shared warm soy milk and laughed for the first time. Real laughter, unfiltered, surprised by how easy it felt. Xiao Zhan talked about art school, about painting when the world felt too loud. Wang Yibo spoke about racing, about the freedom of speed, about how silence felt safer than explanations. They didn't try to impress each other. They didn't need to. The bond grew quietly. On set, something changed. Scenes that once felt forced now flowed effortlessly. A glance carried 1,000 emotions. A pause spoke louder than dialogue. Even the crew felt it, the way the atmosphere shifted when they stood side by side. In one scene, their characters faced betrayal. The script called for anger, heartbreak, restraint. When the camera rolled, Xiao Zhan's voice broke unexpectedly. It wasn't planned. Neither was Wang Yibo's reaction, his hand reaching out, gripping Xiao Zhan's sleeve, eyes burning with an intensity that made the director forget to say cut. When the scene ended, silence filled the set. "That," the director whispered, "was it." Late nights followed. Long discussions about characters turned into conversations about life. Fame, pressure, fear. The weight of expectations they never asked for. The loneliness of being seen by millions but truly known by few. One night, after filming wrapped, they sat on the studio rooftop. The city stretched endlessly beneath them, lights flickering like stars fallen to earth. "Do you ever feel like everything could disappear tomorrow?" Xiao Zhan asked softly. Wang Yibo didn't answer immediately. "Then, yes. That's why I hold on to what feels real." Xiao Zhan looked at him then, really looked at him, and understood. The bond wasn't loud. It didn't demand attention. It simply existed, strong, steady, unshakable. But the world noticed. Fans speculated. Media headlines blurred truth and fiction. Every interaction was analyzed, every smile slowed down and replayed. The pressure returned, heavier this time. One day, the rumors crossed a line. Xiao Zhan retreated inward, smiles becoming practiced, laughter quieter. Wang Yibo noticed immediately. During a break, he found Xiao Zhan alone in the dressing room, staring at his reflection like he didn't recognize the person looking back. "They don't get to decide who you are," Wang Yibo said firmly. Xiao Zhan exhaled shakily. "Sometimes it feels like they already have." Wang Yibo stepped closer, lowering his voice. "Then let them talk. We know the truth." It wasn't a promise spoken loudly. It didn't need to be. The final episode aired months later. The last scene was simple. Two characters standing at opposite ends of a bridge, separated by everything they'd endured. The script said they were never meant to meet again. The director hesitated before filming. "Do it once," he said. "Exactly as written." They did. It was perfect. Then Wang Yibo looked at Xiao Zhan and said quietly, "One more." The director nodded. This time, something different happened. A pause. A look. A step forward that wasn't scripted. Xiao Zhan followed. They met in the middle of the bridge, not as characters, but as two people who had changed each other forever. When the episode aired, audiences cried. Critics praised the unexplainable chemistry. Viewers called it legendary. But only Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan knew the truth. After the project ended, life moved on. Separate schedules, different paths. But the bond didn't fade. Sometimes it was a late-night call. Sometimes a shared meal between flights. Sometimes just a message that said, "Are you okay?" Years later, they met again at an awards show. Cameras flashed. Applause thundered. They stood side by side, smiling politely for the world. For a brief moment, their hands brushed. That was enough. Because some bonds aren't meant to be explained, labeled, or understood by everyone. Some bonds change everything quietly, permanently, and beautifully. And somewhere between the rain-soaked night at an empty theater and a bridge that never truly separated them, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan found something rare. The rain didn't stop that night. It kept falling like the sky itself was trying to erase something, old doubts, old fears, old versions of who they thought they were. Inside the abandoned theater, the air was thick with dust and history. The kind of place where dreams were once loud and now only whispered. Xiao Zhan returned to the center of the stage after Wang Yibo stepped inside. He hadn't expected company. This was his escape, his secret place when the world demanded too much. The dim spotlight above flickered, casting shadows that danced across his face. Wang Yibo didn't sit down. He stayed near the aisle, helmet still in his hand, eyes fixed on the man under the light. "Why do you rehearse here?" Wang Yibo asked, breaking the silence. Xiao Zhan smiled faintly. "Because no one is watching." Wang Yibo nodded, understanding more than he let on. "Show me what you were practicing," he said. Xiao Zhan hesitated. He wasn't used to performing without permission, without direction, without a script approved by someone else. But something about Wang Yibo's presence felt grounding, like standing beside a calm ocean that didn't rush you. He began again. His voice filled the empty space, raw and unguarded. Every word carried weight. Every pause felt intentional. He wasn't acting anymore. He was remembering, reliving, bleeding emotion into the silence. Wang Yibo felt it hit him somewhere deep. He didn't know why. He just knew it mattered. When Xiao Zhan finished, the silence returned, but it was different now. He exhaled slowly, chest rising and falling. "That role," Wang Yibo said quietly, "it's already yours." Xiao Zhan laughed softly. "You don't even know what I was acting." "I don't need to," Wang Yibo replied. "I felt it." That was the first crack. The first moment something real slipped through the walls they had both built so carefully. Days later, when the official rehearsal began, the room felt smaller. Too many people. Too much noise. Xiao Zhan searched the room instinctively and found Wang Yibo leaning against the wall, arms crossed, eyes calm. Their gazes locked. It was subtle, almost invisible, but something settled inside both of them. The director called action. The scene required distance, two strangers forced into alliance. But every time they faced each other, the tension shifted. Their eyes lingered too long. Their movements mirrored each other unconsciously. "Cut!" the director shouted. "You're too connected." The room went quiet. Xiao Zhan looked confused. Wang Yibo raised an eyebrow slightly. That connection, the director continued. It shouldn't exist yet. But it already did. During breaks, they sat together without planning to. Lunch trays untouched as conversations stretched longer than expected. What scares you? Xiao Zhan asked suddenly one afternoon. Wang Yibo considered the question. Losing control. Xiao Zhan nodded. Mine is being forgotten. Wang Yibo looked at him then, serious and steady. That won't happen. Those words stayed with Xiao Zhan longer than he expected. Late-night rehearsals became routine. Sometimes they stayed after everyone left, running lines under dim lights, adjusting scenes, challenging each other. Again, Wang Yibo said once. But this time, don't hold back. Xiao Zhan frowned. You don't either. They tried again. The air changed instantly. Emotion poured out unchecked. Anger sharper, pain deeper, silence heavier. When the scene ended, Xiao Zhan realized his hands were shaking. Wang Yibo noticed. You okay? He asked. Xiao Zhan nodded, swallowing hard. I didn't know I could feel it like that. Wang Yibo's voice was low. That's because you trusted me. That realization hit them both at the same time. Trust. Not forced. Not demanded. Just there. One evening, the power went out during rehearsal. Darkness swallowed the set, and someone cursed in the distance. Phones lit up, staff scrambling. Xiao Zhan stayed still, suddenly uneasy. The dark reminded him of things he didn't like to remember. Then a presence beside him. You're not alone, Wang Yibo said quietly. He didn't touch him. He didn't need to. Xiao Zhan breathed easier. When the lights returned, something had shifted again, something deeper, quieter, stronger. From that moment on, they moved like gravity pulled them together. Not romantically, not dramatically, just undeniably. They defended each other without words, understood moods without explanations. When one stumbled, the other steadied the ground. The crew noticed. You too, someone whispered. It's like you've known each other forever. Xiao Zhan smiled at that. Wang Yibo didn't deny it. Because some bonds don't need time. They just need the right moment. And somewhere between rain-soaked nights, flickering lights, shared silence, and unspoken understanding, the foundation was laid. The bond that would change everything had already begun. If this continuation touched you, don't forget to like the video, share it with someone who loves powerful stories, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more unforgettable stories like this. Your support means everything. Glowing Star.